Thank you very much for watching this video, which will discuss the future of e-sgol's primary sector. The presentation was created for a workshop as part of the e-sgol Conference 2024. We'll start with projects that have already been piloted, and we hope to develop further during the next academic year. As I mentioned in my initial presentation, we recently held very successful German language trials, and we're hopeful of being able to build on this provision soon. We aim to offer German, French and Spanish lessons, with these rotating so that each is taught during 2 separate half terms during an academic year. We feel that this would be an effective way of preparing learners for secondary school, offering equity in schools where the staff do not have the expertise to offer this experience to their oldest learners before they transfer. We're also keen to integrate similar modules for another language which receives a stronger emphasis in the new curriculum, namely British Sign Language. Another pilot that has proven to be a success this year is Cynhadledd, which is part of our Expanding Horizons project for talented learners. Cynhadledd was led by Mererid Hopwood and Eric Salisbury from the Welsh Language Department at Aberystwyth University, and we're keen to develop further links with universities and other organisations across Wales in order to extend the project cross-curricularly and to all of the areas of learning and experience. We feel that working with universities and specialist organisations is a way of adding gravitas to the project, giving a feeling of importance to the sessions that make the most of the educator's expertise. The Eisteddfod also proved to be a popular project this year. The model was developed with smaller schools in mind, but it has proven popular with all types of schools who enjoy competing and making the most of their Eisteddfod pieces. All stage and home competitions are self-selected, with learners representing their schools in order to win points, with the ultimate goal of being champions at the end of the day. The feedback was extremely positive, with English medium schools noting the excitement of the learners for using the Welsh language and the inspiration of their teachers to compete in next year's Eisteddfod. It was wonderful to be able to hold a day for additional learning needs schools as well, with the staff involved being very positive and keen to involve teachers from other ALN schools next year. The Eisteddfod and our German lessons have proven that there is an appetite to take advantage of such cultural and linguistic provision, which will help as we design our Welsh language provision further. We have started projects in this area, working together with Welsh language consultant teachers and siarteriaeth officers across the country in order to produce Cewri Cymru, a package that promotes the benefits of speaking Welsh. Our biggest target is to provide Welsh lessons, especially in areas with a shortage of teachers who are confident to teach the language. Such lessons will probably follow the structure of the recent German sessions, but with fewer schools at a time to ensure that the lessons are as interactive and localised in terms of accents as possible. It's been very interesting to receive teachers' feedback following the German lessons, with a number identifying Welsh as a specific subject where such sessions would be beneficial in future. In addition, we are keen to support immersion centres with post-centre sessions so that learners who rejoin the mainstream can receive permanent support to grasp the language. Another long-term goal will be to create provision for learners who are reluctant to engage with their schools for whatever reason. Our peers in Scotland, e-sgol, are active in this area, with one very important policy evident in their provision. This should not be a long-term arrangement, but something to raise learners' confidence and well-being in order to prepare them to rejoin the mainstream. Our hope is to raise our capacity sufficiently in order to be able to support such learners on a temporary timetable, with a return to school as a short-term target for all learners. From experience, science and technology is often not the most popular learning area among teachers, and at times this can affect the quality of the provision. We would like to offer scientific provision that enables classes to conduct joint science lessons with knowledgeable teachers leading the way virtually. Through careful preparation, an experienced teacher would share a list of needs before each session in enough time to ensure that the classroom teacher is able to fully prepare. The teacher on the screen would lead the class through every part of a scientific inquiry, from the prediction to the experiment. In the same way as the recent German lessons, this would work as an educational experience for the learner, but also as a professional learning for the classroom teacher in order to develop their ability to support and lead sessions in the future. Another area we will target with clusters of schools is transition days between the primary and secondary sector. Integrating initial virtual sessions into the transferring process could be advantageous for secondary schools to market themselves early in the transition process and prepare learners of what to expect when arriving at their new school for the first time. Another service we continue to offer is support for original projects between clusters of schools. During the year, we assisted one cluster with a project to create a local history website by assisting them to create an interactive map. Another project we supported was the live launch of a Seren and Spark book in Ceredigion, ensuring that all schools across the county could participate virtually. So, if you would like help with such an event in the future, feel free to email us via the address on the screen. If you would like to note any suggestions or ideas for the future, please feel free to contact us expressing them. We foresee a very exciting future for the sector and are determined to develop the project in a way that helps learners but also enables the classroom teachers and not to replace them. Thank you very much for listening.